Okay, gripping the drumsticks. A lot of confusion, so perhaps this video is going to help eliminate that confusion. The way I hold the drumsticks, I hold the drumsticks two ways. I hold it traditional and I hold it German. Now, when I say German, a lot of people don't know where that comes from, or French, for example. And I'm going to explain each different position. The German grip comes from the German classics. The symphony orchestras or whatever, the percussionists, when they presented them with a snare, they were playing timpanis or they were playing vibraphone or marimba or whatever miscellaneous percussion that they had. So the German method of holding the drumstick or mallets was like so. The back of my hand, like this, is facing my face. That is called the German method. Over like this, playing. Now, what gets confusing, in the 60s, uh, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, whatever, was referred to as the English invasion. And the nickname picked up as, how do you hold your sticks? Well, I hold them matched or I hold them parallel. And both those terms are okay, but it's not technically correct, or the history of how the German uh, position evolved. This is the way you hold the drumsticks. It's referred to as German. You can refer to it as matched because both sticks are matched, or parallel because they're parallel together like this. That is where the German, that is the correct terminology, German grip. Now, the next grip is the French grip. That comes again from the French classics. And the French did not hold their sticks with the back of their hands facing their face. They held them with the thumbs up, if you can see that. And that was also referred to as either matched or parallel. And the correct term for that is French. So that takes care of two positions to make a little bit clearer to you. The German grip and the French grip, also referred to as matched or parallel. Now, one history of the other grip gets a little confusing as to where it came from. It's the traditional grip. Everybody assumes, well, that came into view, and it did come into view, but it's not where it originated from marching. The marching drums, the drum was on a slant, and everybody would hold their stick like this to have access to it like that. That's called the traditional grip. Where it originated from was Africa. And I was always under the assumption that, yeah, that's where the traditional grip originated, was from the marching, until I did some research and asked a few people and historians, so on and so forth, that they explained this is where it comes from. It comes from Africa. And I questioned, I said, how would that come from Africa? Well, if you get into anthropology or the subcultures of different villages or from these different cultures, what you would see is a drummer would hold a drum under his left arm, like so. And with his right arm, he would play some sort of other percussion instrument. And when he held the drumstick or the drum or whatever he was beating, the mallet or whatever he was hitting the drum with, was like this. This is where the traditional grip originated from. And it was carried over to this. And that's just one aspect of this particular video. Again, we have the German, the French, and the traditional, and the origin of where these gripping positions come from, rather, as opposed to how they're referred to as in today, like the match grip or parallel. Okay, so I hope that kind of straightens that out. And what I'd like to also do is explain different sticking heights, or the sticking positions. So we get this a little straight. We have a full stroke, which is about, my hand is about 90 degrees from impacting whatever drum I'm going to impact, and it comes right back. That is called a full stroke. The next stroking position that I have is a downstroke, which would be this. Now my stick is at 180 degrees to the drum or drum pad. The next position is a tap. I tap the stick, the drum. The next position is an upstroke, which comes back to the full stroke or free stroke. That's the gripping positions. So again, you have full stroke, downstroke, tap, and upstroke. Take note that the distance from impact is pretty far on a full stroke or a free stroke. This is going to give me one particular sound, like so, a loud sound. Now if I have a downstroke, my downstroke and full stroke should sound the same. Downstroke. Again, full stroke, downstroke. My tap, I'm tapping the drum for about 2 inches off the drum. My next stroke is an upstroke to get in position to hit, or to get in position to go to the full stroke position, like so. So you have full stroke or free stroke, downstroke, tap, and upstroke. Now I'll make a few other videos showing the correct execution of the full stroke, the downstroke, and the tap, and the upstroke. So again, let's just go backwards a little bit here, and we have the gripping positions, which are the French, the German, and traditional, and where they came from, okay, and the sticking heights. Now that's just a basic position of your sticks, but usually if you're playing for volume, if you're going to play full strokes, it's a loud kind of stroke. If you're going to play not so loud but faster because your drum sticks are closer to the drum, notice that my right and my left are sounding the same, and if I lower it, that's called a quarter stroke, half stroke, and full stroke, down to the left. So in addition to the full stroke, the free stroke, the downstroke, the tap, and the upstroke, we have the full stroke position, we have the half stroke position, which is half the full stroke, about right here, and we have the quarter stroke, so on and so forth. I hope this has helped you out somewhat. Have any questions, contact me either on YouTube or Facebook, and I'd be more than glad to go into an in-depth explanation of what I just done. Thank you.